How's it going? Everyone's day is going well. I know, it's a little bit weird. We're not doing a regular video today. I'm sorry. You know, my bad. We've been a little busier than I had expected, and that has resulted in me not having the amount of free time that I was hoping for. So, the lighting's not perfect, but I'll fix it later. It is what it is. Yeah. So we're gonna knock into the enclosure for the Magneto X today. We're gonna get that taken care of and finished. I don't have the magnets still. I ordered magnets, and Amazon continues to not deliver them. So we're gonna do it without the magnets. It's no big deal if we don't have them. It is all fine. But yeah, sorry for a different thing. Normally we do a regular video today. This would be a regular video day. Today was supposed to be the off-grid video, but it is not done in filming, let alone in editing. So it's a bummer, but that's all right. So let's jump into this. Like the stream, enter the giveaway for some printed solid filament, and all of the sorts. Let's jump into it. All right, I gotta pull up the actual instructions for this, because that is probably something that's reasonably useful. Just give me just a second to do that. I believe the enclosure is one of those things that you absolutely need to have. If a printer can have an enclosure, I think an enclosure is really good. So Magneto X enclosure assembly. I should have all the stuff ready. Was literally on the phone right up until we had to stream. So my apologies. Oh man. Okay, now the computer's properly upset. You'll figure yourself out, computer. I have faith in you. Uh-oh. Did the stream go down? No, stream's fine. You guys, is everything good? Yeah, okay. YouTube was yelling at me saying something was wrong, but everything looks good to me. All right. Let's dig into it. So the actual link that I'm using for my assembly instructions, you guys can find it there. That's the assembly instructions that I'm using. Kisker says, I've put together my enclosure and taken it all down to work on the machine. So, lol. Yeah. That is going to be the issue with this. The enclosure does make it harder to work on the machine. The smoked acrylic, to me, makes it harder. And we will do a video on installing some lights in here to make it look pretty. So that we can use it. This printer is likely going to go inside, even though it is fully enclosed. I see a lot of value in having this printer inside the shop, but who the heck knows? If you are joining us from last time, we did some upgrades to the machine. So let me show you what we did. So last time, let's do that one. Oh well. So last time we put on the new filament runout sensor. Here's the old filament runout sensor. So we put on the new sensor. You guys can get a better look at it like that. So there's the old sensor. It's MJF 3D printed. We have the new sensor, which is all aluminum, which is super schmexy. We also redid the cabling. and I still don't know why we needed to do that, but apparently we needed to do that, so I redid all the cabling. I think I got everything. Oh no, I actually missed some of the zip ties, so I will do that first. There's a couple of zip ties over on this side that we need to do. Well, you know what? Let's leave them off for right now. It's a lot easier to add them than it is to take them away. So, Nomad's Galaxy says, "Sup, nerd." Well, you know. Wishing I had a video go live today, but them's the breaks. So next week will also be a live stream. I think next week, and I'll leave it up to you guys. It's either going to be the 3.5, the 3 to 3.5 upgrade, the 3 to 3.9 upgrade, or the MMU3 Prusa. So it'll be a Prusa stream next week. And then 2 weeks from today will be the off-grid video. We are actually, I think we're running fully off-grid right now. Let's see. I'm always curious to see if we're running off-grid. BLD Designs with the $5 says toward ad-free. That is correct. We are bringing you guys ad-free streams, and every now and then, hey, a couple of bucks goes a bit of a distance to assist in keeping these videos ad-free to you all. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Very much appreciate it. Let's see. Are we running fully solar? We are not. So, show you guys what it looks like. So right now we're drawing about 1.3 kilowatts on the battery. Solar's only putting in 180 watts. They're doing a big prescribed burn in the area, so I'm not surprised that solar's a little bit low. But if you notice, AC is matching the output. So we're actually still charging the battery pack solar only. So what'll happen is it'll charge to 85%. The AC wall outlet will turn off. It'll drain all the way to 15%. AC will turn back on, and then it will use solar to completely charge the system. So it is a EcoFlow Delta 2. I did buy it. I am not sponsored. I wish I was. Anyways. Brandon says, charge my phone. It's at 50%. We're okay. The phone's at 50%. That's totally acceptable. 50% is totally acceptable. Okay. And the phone only goes to 85%. I keep the battery, you know, reasonable. Anyways, I'm babbling. Let's actually, you know, do stuff. I'm gonna get this back out of the way. Let's see what all we got here. This was accessories for that. By the way, do you guys want a TV behind me? Would there be value to have a television behind me? I'm thinking about removing this shelf and putting a television up there. You guys will have to tell me what your thoughts are. I don't know. I'm thinking about how I can redo some of this space. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna start working on things. Wow. Is this enclosure really, okay. Looks like it's pretty simple to do. Find where pieces go, install pieces where they go, move on with your life. I might want to do the top hat first. Yeah, I might want to do the top hat just so I can get that done with, because these aluminum extrusions are quite heavy. They're quite a bit in the way. And, I don't know. It just feels easier to get them out of the way first. I could be wrong. But, we have some heavy acrylic. At least for my back, that's heavy acrylic. Looks like there's some peels. I'll make sure to do them correctly just for Ashley. Don't worry. This is a fancy zip tie. They gave us a removable zip tie. So we are not going to cut the zip tie. We're going to remove the zip tie as one normally would if you had a removable zip tie. So let's... Oh, come on. Come on. It's all... Hold. Let's get it up on the edge where I can easily Actually, let's just flip it over. Flip it over. It'll be easier from here. So yeah, this is a removable zip tie. Make sure that you guys can see it. You can't. Let's zoom out a little bit. Removable zip tie is right here. I love me reusable zip ties, so I don't want to cut it if I don't have to. You never know when you're going to need a stupid big one, you know? There we go. Never know when you'll need a big stupid zip tie, so. Is that like hoarding tendencies? I don't know. I feel like that is kind of hoarding tendencies, but whatever, man. Who, you know, that's a good size zip tie. You gotta love the zip ties. But they taste good, apparently. Did I print the I have to print enclosure parts? Crap. There are parts that I had to 3D print for this? I didn't think that there were. So far, I'm not seeing any parts that I have to print. No. There are... Oh. Did it come with those? I think it did. Yeah, it did. It came with those. Came with the connector parts. So yeah, I don't think there's any pieces I need to 3D print. I'm over here, like, freaking out a little bit, wondering, what did I forget? But no. They came with the parts I needed. All right. Cool potatoes. Y'all, it's not a must. You can do it after. Those are different pieces. What do you mean it's in the docks? Very much reinforced. What? What did I miss? I didn't see it in the docks just scrolling through, but I could be stupid. Certainly been accused of many, many worse things. Freaking today, even. Today's actually been a pretty decent day. No complaints. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see inside of the docks that I needed to 3D print anything. So, too bad. Read the install doc. It's all the way down. Well, I don't think I got all the way to the end, but that's fine. I will print them out later. Yeah. Okay. Optional add in acrylic fasteners. Okay. We will do that another day. Oh, well. We could theoretically print them on the Mark IV's Plus. Should we do it? Should we print it on the Mark IV's Plus while we are streaming? Do you guys want to do that? Because if you want to do that, I can work on getting this printer set up to run parts. I think that would be fun. I say we print it on stream. That would be fun. Certainly the machine is plenty capable of it, so why the heck not? Let's print parts on stream. Every single time, I always get the power plug wrong. Which way does the dang power plug go? There it goes. All right. Power plug. We'll do Mark IV's Plus here on stream, because why not? I'll need PETG. Okay, that's no big deal. I can go to PETG from inside. No, we don't have PETG CF on this. So let's do filament, unload. We'll get that ready. I will go get some PETG. Be right back. Maybe we'll get some PETG for you guys. Got tons of it just right on the other side of the door. Well, Got some natural printed solid PETG. That'll be great. That's what we'll use. And we will go ahead and remove all of the other printed solid filament. I like natural PETG anyways. Let me... I don't think I even have updated Prusa Slicer on this computer. Let me check. I don't even have Prusa Slicer on this computer. So, all right, let's go get Prusa Slicer. I void warranty says any chance of the nostril shot you promised? No. We both know that was a joke. I could do it, but I'm not gonna. All right, let's download for Windows. Unloading the filament. Wunderbar. Let's actually just get that all completely back on the spool. Yeah, we'll print these parts while we're working today, because why not? Let's have a little bit of fun. Just waiting for it to load in. All right, that loaded perfectly fine. Let's download Prusa Slicer. La 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 la. Don't really care. Just get it installed. Kisker says I could print it in PTGCF on the Mag X while I'm installing the enclosure. No, I don't know if I want to do that. That doesn't sound all that safe. I'd rather do it back there behind me. I think it's a lot easier to do that. So let's get these pieces. Auxiliary fastener. It's a step file. Very nice. How many of these do we need? Does anybody know how many of these that we're going to need? Now to go through the configuration wizard. Oh no. I'm going to skip all that. That's all fine. Oh, okay, it's just one file, print all the parts that are included. That works for me. I can do that. I can do that, no problem. All right, so we have the MK4S. 0.4 input shaper. Don't care about the SL1S. Don't care about anything else. We can finish. Sweet. We got that. Let's load in step file. Okay, got it. It's a bunch of parts. Super, super simple. Let's go to expert mode. They're all angry. That's weird. 60 open edges. So let's repair the edges. I know you guys can't see it. It's pain in the butt. I'm sorry. What is natural PETG? It's got no color. I can aim the webcam over to the printer, so I will do that for you guys so that you can watch that print. So, yeah, let's do that real quick. Actually, I will move the webcam like that. Pick it up and then spit it. Look! A $70,000 3D printer. Okay, we're moving on. There you go. Should be good enough. Your visions of the parts of open edges doesn't surprise. Yeah. That's okay. All right, I'm gonna go through and change some print settings on this. We're gonna do, I don't know, 4 perimeters. That sounds fine. Infill will do 25%. Adaptive cubic. How long is this gonna take? Oh, is this gonna piss off the machine? It is gonna upset the computer, so I might drop a few frames while it's doing that. Yep, I'm dropping frames. My bad. It's okay. 2.5 hours? All right, well, we will do it. What do you guys think? You think that's enough? Oh, I didn't know P.O. Poly was working on the light bar themselves. That's good to know. All right, I'm thinking that 2.5 hours is probably fine. We do need to purge more because it was that gold winter glitter that was in there previously. And gold winter glitter takes a long time to purge out. So let's save to the USB flash drive. Beautiful. I don't care about the BG code. Just save the damn file. Thank you kindly. Export finished. Eject the drive, and we'll be good to go. All right, let me purge some more here. And if you guys need the camera closer, just let me know. I can move it over to the table. Right now, I just have it where I can still walk past it. So that kind of gives you a more wide-angle perspective, but it is a perspective nonetheless. That'll be fine. We'll use that. That's good enough. MK4S Plus on stream. Let me wipe down the print bed. I only have... Do I have alcohol handy? No, I don't. I have these Lysol wipes. They're not perfect, but they work. Make your hands smell good, too. I don't have a satin build plate, but it should be fine. Let that fully heat up. Good to go. All right. We're starting to roll on all of that. Good to go. If something goes wrong, someone let me know. I'm not be paying too much attention to it. But yeah, I can get you a little bit closer. Eh? Gotta love it. Printing on the Mark 4S Plus. Okay. We got those parts done. Let's start getting... It doesn't look like we're going to need that right now. We need to get... You good over there? Yeah, you're good. I'm just making sure it's okay before we go further. Do I have... Ooh, do I have a satin build plate? Not out here. I only have smooth. All right, you'll figure yourself out. You're doing good work, Pusha. All right, are the beams all the same? No, the beams are different. All right, so let's figure out for the top hat what pieces go where. Okay, so vertical beam A goes there. C goes back here. D here. And B goes there. That means that that horizontal beam B, so that's D. D goes there. Does A go across the front? It does. A goes across the front. B goes across the back. Or C goes across the back. B goes here. Just want to make sure that I get these all aligned properly. So there's extra... Okay. Sure. The instructions are not amazingly well, but hey, we'll make it work. Guys, don't forget we're giving away some filament from Printed Solid, so go enjoy that. Horizontal beam A. They build theirs upside down, which is a little bit kind of how you doing for me. And I'm not going to build mine upside down. I'm going to build mine right side up. So this has to be like this. So this piece goes across the top like that. Make sure you guys can kind of see what's going on. Can you see what's going on? Yeah, for the most part. I can make that a little bit smaller so you can see me a little bit better. All right, so you have A going across the top, which I guess means C is also going to be somewhat the same way. Sure. I don't want to get it wrong accidentally, but I feel like it is all too easy to do that. Ultimately, does it actually matter? I'm not certain that it does. Because it's vertical beam D. D is specific. It will only be able to go a certain way. You know what? We'll figure it out as we're going. It's upside down because you have the feet on the bottom. Yeah, I'll do the feet on the bottom last. I don't need to do the feet. I need to get the actual frame bolted together. Okay. All right, so D I have upside down. Right? Yeah, because that is A. Nope, I had D correct, actually. Wait, what? Yeah. Yep, D was upside down. Once I have their alignment set correctly, this won't be a problem. Also, A was upside down. It appears that C and D are the same, so it shouldn't matter. Yes, C and D are the same, so it does not matter. Awesome. No problem. We'll get the hinges on in a second. We're going to start getting all these pieces fastened together. To fasten those pieces, we need... what's for this? M3x6? No, that's for the acrylic frame. What the heck do we use to put... It's probably the M4x8. Yep. It's going to have to be the M4x8s. All right, we'll use M4x8, put everything together. Gotta love symmetry. Yeah. It's a lot easier to bolt together upside down. Well, I don't have a work surface to do that, so we're going to be doing it this way, which could be the hard way. It is what it is. And my electric screwdriver doesn't have the right size bit for this, so we're going to do it the hard way, manually. Who doesn't love doing things the hard way? I love doing things the hard way. Horizontal beam D. Well, you know what? I say. I'm gonna get the actual the things on, then we'll do it all in situ. Why not? Let's just do it all in situ. Let's get the bottom printed parts on. That that is rough. Prusa, you good, homie? We'll see how layer 2 looks, but that first layer does not look very good. The bed probably isn't as clean as it could be. But whatever. All right. Let's get the bottom parts. Let's get these bottom parts on. That way we can do everything in situ. I think that's the right. I'm zoom in. Well, if I was following directions, I would have a much bigger work surface than I currently have. And I don't have a big work surface. Mainly because I can't move this printer on my own anymore. Glaze asked not to get off pointer trigger, but a spectrum release sequential speeds down there. Nope. Not yet. Not yet. I would ask to do sexual favors for that kind of internet speed. That is a joke. It's a joke. Don't get upset. It's just a joke. Okay. So once that's done, we can just do everything in situ. I feel like it's going to be easier to do it in situ. I could be wrong. Join us in today's episode of Grant Does Things Wrong. Nah, something's not happy about that. Let me take a look at that Prusa here in a second. That Prusa's upset. Brandon says the Prusa doesn't want to be replaced, so it's doing a not so good print for the Magneto. Oh, that's funny. You think I'm going to replace Prusas. The only way that I replace Prusas these days is with new Prusas. And even then, we don't really replace them. We just upgrade them. That's the value. Yeah, they're not the fastest printers. They're not the quietest printers. They're not the cheapest printers. They're phenomenal value. But they're also fully open source and upgradable, and that has a lot of value to it for me. What do I think of what printer so far? The Magneto X or the Mark IVS Plus? Ashley says the Mark IV is pretty effing quiet. I don't disagree with that. It is. But I do have quieter printers. Yeah, that first layer looks like garbage. So we're going to have to redo that. I'm going to let it just finish its first layer, and then we'll take a look. We'll take a look together. I'm going to also grab my Ember Prototypes plate. The Mag X. I haven't been able to use it very much. PEI and humidity are not friends, which might also be why that PETG is not having a great first layer. So, yeah, Ultem doesn't stick. So, Kisker says the Magneto X ranges from loud to what? I can't hear you. That is totally true. Yeah, you are not doing pretty layers. What the heck's going on? Why? Is there also a filament knot? Man. Am I breaking all of my own rules right now? No, there's not a filament knot. We're good. No filament knot. Oh yeah, that looks like absolute hot garbage. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and stop that. You guys will see. It looks like hot garbage. So there you go. We are gonna do the sensible thing and just put a different build plate on it, because obviously that's the smart move. My Mark IV is over here with my Ember Prototypes plate. So we're just going to grab that Ember Prototype plate. is the Sanjay Mortimer Foundation plate as well. One of my favorites. So, oh, you know what? Let me check the settings. I know I'm walking in between the camera. Let me check the settings, because it's probably not hot enough. Oh, yeah, that's why. Jeez. Yeah, it's not even close to hot enough for this filament. Print Solid PETG likes to be hotter. It was at 230 for its first layer. No wonder. No wonder it wasn't sticking. It's not the printer's fault. Jeez. Done. All right. One more time. We'll set that to just do its thing. Brand says professional printer. No, I had the wrong settings. That's my fault. My fault for the wrong settings. All right. Kiska says it's not mechanical printer's fault. It's the fleshy bag printer's fault. That's correct. That one was my fault. That was not the printer's fault. Don't get me wrong. I'll call out BS as I see it. Like, believe me, I don't have an issue. You all know that about me. I don't have a single problem calling out BS as I see it. Okay, I guess we have to start getting these parts together. I was saying Grant was the professional printer. Ah, okay, okay, okay. All right, I need to make sure that I have the pieces assembled correctly. Okay. This is beam D. Which goes like that. All right, let's get the right screws and let's get this thing in place. It is going to be a little bit fussy until I get, you know, more than a couple of pieces done, because it's not going to like hold itself together as a frame. I know that this is like kind of jank, but I recognize that not everybody has a perfect shop, and I certainly do not. I am always busy doing stuff, so my shop is nowhere near as clean as it needs to be. Like, not even close. Not even close to being as clean as I need this shop to be. No, this goes on the bottom. I don't understand. I think that they have some of their stuff showing wrong. Yeah, that goes on the bottom. That is definitely upside down. Some of those photos are tough to look at. This bar needs to be flipped around. Seabass says, Grant confused by a top hat. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. You can make fun of me about that. That's an acceptable reason to make fun of me. How are we doing over there? Oh, we're heating up. Okay. The 4S Plus has been rock steady as I've been using it. But, I mean... Kisker says, I see a problem already. I see the hinge screws and spots on our right, but not on the left. So your right would be here. Oh yeah, there are hinge screws there. Okay, so vertical beam B is upside down. Yep, it is. Okay. B is upside down. I'll fix it. Thank you. Hinges exist on the front and the right. Wait, what? Mine's the front and the left. Do I have everything in the wrong spots? Oh my god. Forward right corner to you should be forward right corner for me. Okay. Alright, then I need to stop. I need to stop putting things together, and I need to verify. Alright. No. No, it says in the instructions that vertical beam D goes here. Vertical beam D goes next to the screen. There's the cutout for the screen that's right here. So if you guys go to the instructions, I'll paste the instructions again. So you have them. Bearded Printer says, did I break things yet? Not yet, but we're certainly getting close. Because I'm obviously getting quite confused here. I'm getting quite confused. And, the screen's here. The screen's on my side. So if I look at the printer, the right side is here. The right side is facing me. Looking at that link, I've got it right. A's got the 2 there. Wait. Okay, so A needs to be like this. So I did have... Wait, no. 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 That's all upside down. Wait, what? Yep, no, I had it. I had it upside down. Okay, so A needs to be like that. So A was upside down. B goes with this side down, according to their photo. Yeah, B... According to their photo, B would go long way... No. B goes like... What the heck is going on here? I am very confused. The photo is not descriptive enough for me. I'm not good at this stuff. You guys know that. Trying to decipher things from photos, it is not my specialty. It is not my special. I think B was upside down. That would be for the spool holder. Okay, the spool holder should be back there. The spool holder should be there, because that's where it's always been. I hate the spool holder over there. I'm not going to use it, but that's where the spool holder goes. At least, that's what I think. Let me see how we... Oh, yeah. Yeah, much better. When the temperature's right, that works beautifully. Correct spot for spool holder. Whatever. I'm gonna put the bottom plate on it. I think it goes there. A is upside down. We'll get that fixed in a second. If I'm wrong, we'll do it again. BLD Design says it is heavy-duty extrusions, and it is. They are heavy-duty extrusions. Same extrusions they use the rest of the printer, so I totally understand continuing to use it. I don't think it's immediately necessary for this, but, you know, whatever. Okay. I thank Bearded Printer. I think I did. Thank you, Bearded Printer. So sorry I'm late to break things yet. Oh, I'm on the way. Yeah, that's right. Elizabeth Neiman with the $5 says, may you find all the right size screws. With the $4.99. Well, thank you. It's also your first super chat, according to YouTube. So thank you. Appreciate it, Elizabeth. Thank you both for helping keep these streams ad-free. That is always a big benefit for creators when we don't have to worry about dealing with ads live. Ads come on once the video is no longer live. All right, so I did this side right. So I'm not worried about that. This is correct. From what I can tell, this is correct. What I can tell, this is correct. So now we're going to put this bar along the front side, like that. Get a few screws for that. Spurlock with the 5 members. Thank you for gifting memberships to people. Grady got one. Mark Burton got one. M.A. Harry got one. Terry Miller got one. And Kelly Shannon got one. Literally gave a free membership to 10% of the people watching. It's pretty cool when you can say numbers like that, right? It's like 5 members is literally like a 10% of people watching, which is pretty cool. So thank you. We only have 45 viewers, 22 likes. We can get more likes than that. And I know you hate it when content creators ask for likes, but guess what? It helps. It helps the videos. It helps the algorithm. Why am I on my tiptoes? I have a sit-stand desk. I can just lower the damn desk. Jeez. I always make things harder for myself than I need to. I think doing it like this is also making it harder on myself than it needs to be, but whatever, man. We're doing it. We're sending it. By the way, that first layer looks like glass. The first layer looks like glass. Crucial looks absolutely beautiful. Mallet says stop tiptoeing around. I'm actually barefoot today. I'm trying out streaming without shoes on, which I know is not safe in a shop. But I think so my current working theory is my back hurts less when I'm barefoot. So that is a current working theory. I am not showing you my feet. You got to pay for that. We'll also have a hangout later tonight in the Discord. I've got some meetings this evening, but when they're done, I'll tag hangout in the Discord. If you do want to join, it is $10 tier or higher. I'm surprised it doesn't exist. Well, hey, it's a business opportunity for someone. That somebody is not me. Max H with a $5 says, guess it's my turn to help. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. But yeah, I'm trying a bunch of different things, basically. One variable at a time, but a bunch of different things to, let me just make sure that's the right way it is, to see if I can basically stand longer before I start hurting. Whoops, smack the camera. So, yeah, that is my current working theory, and I'm sticking to it. Amber's here. That means Amber's on lunch. Hello, Amber. Hope your day is going well. Everybody loves you. Ugh, it's going something. Oh no, kid, I'm sorry. Here, I will send you a picture to make your day better. I'm just gonna send you a selfie to make your day better. There you go, sending you a selfie to make your day better. Oh no. Not terrible, just sad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, kid. Thought it was gonna be a feet pic. No. 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 Is the top hat hinged or lift off, BLD Designs? It is lift off. Although, you could make it a hinge. And if it upsets me enough, I will make it a hinge. So, that's fine. Mullet with the PLN5. What is that? What is... Oh, because you're... Mala says tip for not showing your feet. All right, I get tipped for not showing feet. That, I think that, is that a win? I think that's a win. About $1. All right, hey, love it either way. Love it either way. I appreciate any support that people can provide, even if that is just leaving a like. You are not required to support financially. That is not something that we require. These videos are free. But, you know, I get to ask. Okay. So we got all these pieces put in. It looks right. Oh, dang it. This one's upside down. Son of a diddly. Hold on. The C-beam is upside down. I'm like going around like, oh no, the piece for the acrylic is on the bottom, is on the top, and it needs to be on the bottom. Rip me. Dang. Something just ran into my garage door. I think a bug or something just ran into the garage door. It wouldn't be a stream of me building without me doing something wrong, because I'm not paying as much of attention as I should be. You know. That is the thing with streaming, when you're building stuff. You have to pay attention, but you really can't. Because you're trying to, like, focus on a bunch of different things at once. I am not the best at that. I am not the best at that. Okay. That's no big deal. It's only 4 screws. We'll get it fixed. We will get it fixed. It's part of life. You make mistakes every now and then, and as long as you catch them before they become a big deal, it's all good. It's all good, baby. Glaze Creek Lures? Sure. With the $10? Heck yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for the $10. Thank you, guys. Stephen Cullen says win for me in general. Bro, just can we send our 3D printed supports from our waste pile? What? Oh, that's support. Not that kind of support. Almost hitting the camera again. Well, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, so it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. So, by the way, I still don't have the magnets, which is hilarious. For all the wrong reasons. I still don't have the magnets. Amazon has now pushed the delivery 3 days. And I don't know what size I needed. I know they're 5mm, but I don't know if they're 2mm deep or 3mm deep, because the hole is 2.5mm. So I bought both. I feel like this can go faster. You guys think we should run the Mark IV S Plus faster? You wanna turn it up a little bit? Oh, that camera hasn't been pointing in the right direction for you guys. There you go. Who needs magnets? So turn the nozzle temp to 265. We're gonna wait for it to get there. Once it gets there, we're gonna go ahead and up the print speed to like 125%. All right. Let's do 150%. Why not? Have fun. You only live once. YOLO the print! Let's go! I'm sure it's just gonna run into, like, caps for volumetric flow rate, but, you know, whatever. Whatever. It doesn't feel like it's going any faster to me. Maybe it is. It's just so dang quiet. Nicholas says that he's dropping frames pretty seriously. Let me see. No? If you're dropping frames, refresh the stream. We are streaming at 59.94 frames per second. It's 150%. 150%, actually. But he asks, more thoughts on the starting your 3D printing company video you mentioned a week or so back, also dropping frames like mad. So maybe we'll do 2 weeks in a row where we'll have channel videos, because next, so the week after 3D Printopia, we won't be back. So we've got some work that we need to do while we're out there. So we won't be back in time for a stream that Wednesday. So maybe that's when I'll drop that video. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. But yeah, we can do another video on that. That video is actually... Oh, I am getting encoding over those. Huh. Why am I getting encoding over this? Give me a second. Let me check something. That... No. The camera's gonna flash a little bit. I'm working on it. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, I am getting I'm getting a notification for some frame dropping. Missed frames due to encoding lag. This should be fine. Only running like 40% on stuff, but whatever. A frame or two might drop here or there. There's nothing I can do about it. Flashing on a live stream. I guess technically you can kind of, on the top down, see my feet every now and then. It's not into... Now I'm just going to zoom in on the table so you can't see it. There. Now you can't see my feet, right? Yeah. This is like the maker version of a hot tub stream. Is that it? Is that what this is at this point? I'm not cool enough for that. All right, I guess we gotta start getting the acrylic. So let's get the acrylic. I'm gonna cut it open. And get the pieces out. Should be all the small pieces, I think. Like. Now, really, the question is, do we upset Ashley by not peeling one or two of the pieces of plastic? Or am I nice to Ashley? That's really the question. That's the question we got to be asking ourselves. Are we going to be nice to Ashley, or are we going to be mean? Ashley says you better. Ashley says you better. Yeah, we will, but we will do it only when we need to. Max H says don't peel. Oh yeah, like we did with the Trident build. That was funny though. That was funny though. Where nobody could agree on what to do, so I just peeled half of the panel. That's funny. That's proper comedy right there. I'm just saying. Alright, let me figure out where the heck these acrylic pieces go. Like, this one is supposed to... How the heck does the, How do you route the cables now? I guess I should figure that out. Because the cables on mine... How do you route the cables now? Do they just kind of come out at the bottom here? Is that... Oh, yeah, they do. They come out at the bottom. Okay, yeah, the cables come out of the bottom. I see. I see. Okay. Let's get some hinges. These are some fancy friggin' hinges. Way nicer than they needed to be. Like, I want you guys to see this. I want you to see how fancy these hinges are. These hinges are... We'll go back, don't worry, but these hinges are crazy fancy. Take a look. They're all, like, machined aluminum. Like, it's... Is it aluminum or is it steel? Nope, it's aluminum. Doesn't stick to the magnets. Yeah. Those are super fancy. There is no reason for them to be this fancy. Absolutely no reason. Aluminium. Yes, to be specific. There's the Prussia's back. Even though they're acrylic, they didn't want an Uncle Jesse moment. Yeah, well, that's fair. All right, now the question is, okay, bye, Amber. Hope your day gets better. Kisker says you get 2 LCD doors, one with the cutout for the LCD, and one solid, which is better and does the job of an enclosure. Do I really? Oh, yeah, I do. Do I just mill out a bit of the corner, then? Please don't bonk your head on anything. Okay, fine. Amber says not to bonk my head, so I'm not gonna bonk my head. Even if I put my hard hat on? No, you attach it on the top of the head. Oh, you move the screen up. My cables are not long enough for that. For right now, we're going to leave the screen where it is. I'm the only one that can do the bonking. Okay, that's fair. Take care, Amber. Good luck. Ah, there is enough cable tucked under the electric box to pull it up. I hope there is. I'm going to use this panel for right now. I might end up changing it later, but for right now, I'm going to leave it so I can open up the top pretty easily. It's just going to be easier for me as a whole. And I figure it will be easier for you all to notice it as well. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the screen there. I like the screen where it's at. So yeah. I know this is gonna have a big air leak in it. I don't really care. The other option, of course, that you could do is just cut a little bit of the corner out. Right? You could just come in here, cut a bit of the bottom of the corner out, right? And feed the cables through and just not open this part of the door. Right? So you could just basically fully enclose. And I might end up doing that, but for right now, we're not going to. So we're going to use this panel. I got to figure out, oh God, I got to figure out which way the hinges go. Oh, the hinges in the photos are not the hinges that I have. Oh, there they are. Okay, I guess that makes sense. 3x6. It's all... Is it M3x6 for everything, or is it... Do I use the round head hex for that? It looks like I've got enough to do it either way. Looks like I've got enough to do it either. I'm not gonna bother. I personally unscrewed half of the hinges so that all the hinges have the screws facing the same way. PG all top down instead of flipped upside down. Oh, yeah, you know what? That's totally fair. Damn it, now I'm upset at you for this. I'm now upset at you for this. Oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that too. Oh, you suck. Kisker, you suck. You suck! Dude, I didn't want to do that! Now I gotta! Oh! Everybody, I don't know. Tell Kisker he's dumb. I don't know. Be nice to each other. I'm saying it lovingly. I don't want you to go make fun of people in the... Oh my god! My acrylic is all broken. Dude! All of my acrylic is messed up. Oh no. Alright, let me show this to you. Look at it. You see all the hairline cracks that go through it? This is all stress cracking. This entire panel is stress cracked. I mean, it's... Oh. Your door will, Jesse, shatter. Well, we're doing it anyways. Holy crap. Yeah, it's all on the backside. Oh well. For right now, I'll get new panels, but for right now, it's not going to matter. We'll see how many of them are damaged. But yeah, we might have to keep part of the peel. Ashley, don't hate me. Don't hate me. Yeah, Mollet, I agree with you. He says, you can use it to test, but don't use it permanently. The peel is the only thing keeping the panel together. Well, we're going to find out, because I'm going to peel it. It's going to happen. I don't know. So there's 50. And per panel, I don't know what screws to use. This is a really stupid thing to say, but I don't know what screws to use. Okay. All right. So it looks like you use the socket cap screws for the hinges, and then the button head screws go to everything else. All right. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. This is definitely a bit of a challenge. You don't want to over tighten. You don't want to under tighten, right? You want to get the tightness just right. If it ain't a challenge, it ain't fun, Nomad says. Well, I don't know. I mean, there are certain things in life where I would agree on that. But, like, I really enjoy Prusa kit builds, and they're not really a challenge. They're a ton of fun. They have good instructions. All right, we're going to go ahead and peel this, but the panel might break and shatter. So let's peel it. Oh, okay. The stress fractures don't go all the way. The stress fractures actually stop halfway through the panel. What's the easiest way to show you guys? Yeah, the stress fractures kind of stop halfway through the panel. Honestly, I'm probably not going to worry about it. It's just plastic. It's not that big of a deal. There is a part of me that just doesn't want to do this again. And if the acrylic breaks, the acrylic breaks. Okay. Of course, we have no... I'm going to worry about it the first time you open it. It's going to shatter. Well, it might. It might. And there's really nothing that I can do to stop it from doing that either. That's just the way it is. I'm glad that I have my electric screwdriver. Oh, I'm glad that I have my electric screwdriver for this, because this would be a rightful pain in the butt without it. Okay. I can't open it. Yeah. You don't want to Uncle Jesse this. You definitely don't. I feel so bad for Clayton. I really do. Right? Like, he's known for being the guy that breaks doors. And, like, it could totally happen to anybody, you know? It absolutely could. I just feel bad that it happened to him. So... well, I'll do the door handle later. Alright, it's time for the other panel. Top side A3, which I'm guessing is... No, so this is the replacement part. Which means this is the original. Yep, that's the original. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, let's get these hinges put on. It's interesting. Pure Poly really goes to the next level. Oh, no, I'm now mad at Kisker. I'm gonna flip the hinges too. I'm mad at you for this. I'm mad at you for this. There's one. You'll be more upset if you got it all together. I know, I know. This is the buy once, cry once kind of scenario. Just kind of gotta do it. I know. You're absolutely right. It's not gonna stop me from complaining, though. To be clear. Print Fix Friday is done this week. That's some fun stuff. I was scanning the Tampa Bay Buccaneers all day Monday. And I was on call Tuesday to scan them again. But I ended up getting called off for that. So that is day 2 of scanning the Bucs. I don't really watch sports, so you know, they won their first game. They won the game the night before. But yeah, I like working with them. They're a really, really nice team. They're incredibly humble as far as sports teams go. But yeah. Gotta do the work. And when I have the potential to make a bunch of money, I'm not going to finish the shoots that I need to do for the video that should have come out today. So I said, well, it was a last minute thing. So I was on call Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, and I got called in Monday to do the scanning. Now I'm probably gonna have to go back for a third day, so we'll see. I was hoping they were gonna get it all done in one day, but it didn't happen. Here, Ashley, this one's just for you. This panel's clean. I'm guessing it's just that one panel that's messed up. And if that's the case, then what we'll likely do is replace it with the other panel and just make a little cutout for the wires. That's all. That's all. Now, to be fair, I am likely going to leave the peel on the tops, specifically because I don't want to scratch it. The side panels are unlikely to get hit by anything. The top, though, I can set stuff on it. And so I definitely am going to be a little bit more conscious on the top of it. Okay. And yes, I am aligning these doors properly because that kind of stuff upsets me. Okay. 2 more screws and that door is done. Highly recommended just to get a cheap electric screwdriver for this. So. Kisker said, maybe you can think of a way to make a top brace bar. Its top is in 2 parts, makes the middle a weak point. Yeah, definitely we could. I agree. I did see that. I don't like that, to be clear. I would likely would be a pain, but I think really the only way that you could do it is to basically have like a support that fits into the actual channel here and then screws in up top. But that means you're raising your lid a little bit. So, I don't know. There's always a way to do it. Top side C. What does it want me to do for the camera? I guess I could run the camera on the inside. Which I'm sure is what they tell you to do, and I just didn't see it yet. So I'm just going to move it to the inside. And I'm going to make sure that that it fits and works. And I can definitely hit, but yeah, like an L bracket. Yeah, like an L bracket, right? You could print one piece that goes all the way across with, you know, with some supports on it. That would not be too difficult. But the issue would be that now it's a little bit raised right there. So you'd have to come around and also print a gasket piece, if you will, or do some sticky gasket material for the rest of it. I would go through and actually print a raised bar section, but I'm neurotic like that. This piece looks like it goes in the back. Does. These two look like they go on the sides. So it wants the filament over there, so D goes over here. I still need to access this printer, so I'm going to leave D out for right now because I'm still using this to get into the machine. It appears that they want you to use the... they want you to use these little screws. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. I need 7 of them. 5, 6. Nope, too many. 2, 4, 6, 8. Take 3 out. Okay. Is this going to be the right size? Of course not, because that's just a big middle finger. Just a big middle finger. Dang. All right, I only have manual for that. Gotta go around the front. Me, it's gonna be a little bit harder for you guys to see, and I'm sorry about that. You could print something that has tension. So Kisker says, or maybe have the profile 3D modeled. We could print something that creates tension. I generally don't recommend that because, oh, I either dropped a screw or I only took 6. Nope, I left one over here. I generally don't recommend that because you will, oh yeah, with the breeze going through my hair. Hey, it's nice over here. The air conditioner hits me. I gotta remember to make the little duct for that. Oh yeah, feels good when it hits me. Here. Here's your peels. This thing is a freaking fingerprint magnet. That is. Wait. Why are there screw holes there? Nothing goes there. Wait, what? Oh, it's those pieces. The pieces that are printing go there. Like, nothing goes there. Yeah, Grant, the pieces that are printing. And the big hole is, yeah, that's for your boat and... So you do want to be careful with screwing into acrylic, right? When you screw into acrylic, you don't want to go too tight because you can and will cause it to crack. They don't leave you with a lot of material here, so you want to be careful to just get it finger tight. You're not applying any Uggy Duggies to this. Just get it finger tight and it'll be fine. I can see why those printed supports are needed. Those printed supports go on the inside, keeps it from being all limp and floppy like. And you definitely are going to want those printed supports, because otherwise you're only being held in by those 3 bolts, and that is such a small amount of plastic, you are absolutely going to damage that. 100%. Going past the webcam, trying not to hit it. MK4S Plus doing work! Alright, let's do the back panel. Same deal here. Oh, there's like 3 new designs on how the Bowden mounts. Yeah. For this printer, personally, I'd rather have a Bowden mount on the front, and that's probably what I would do. I would just drill a hole in the front and put a Bowden there, because my filament is going to be hanging off the front of it, down near the bottom. So I would feed it up and in. But that's for my personal system. So in fact, I'm not even going to install the Bowden over there, because where I want to put it, that's not going to work. So let's get this peel just for Ashley. Again, we only do the peels here just for Ashley, because they're awesome. Feeling bloaty today too. Unless it's the Mark IV for some reason, then you don't bother. That is correct. That is correct. Because you can't always get what you want. Me being mean. No, I don't like fingerprints on stuff, and when you leave the plastic, the fingerprints don't show up. Like, I understand that it bothers you, but like, I hate fingerprints on stuff. It bothers me so much. And so I'm totally fine with leaving the less than pretty plastic, so I just don't see fingerprints on it. So for me, it's a lesser of 2 evils kind of thing. You win some, you lose some. I really don't like the smoked acrylic. I really would prefer to just don't touch it. Well, how am I supposed to install it? I mean, I could wear gloves, but who wants to do that? Kiska says it does look good when an LED light is inside. I mean, that's fair. I'm not gonna argue that. I agree with you there. But you know, now I gotta have extra lights. And I don't want that. But as long as the lights could fit on the power supply, and I don't need to have a separate power supply for the lights, well, then I'm fine. Like, I'm cool with that. It's a cotton white glove. I could do that. I have some. But we're not doing that. So we're going to go... Well... Yeah, let's do the top panels. Right? The top just means you don't see anything anymore. And then it gets boring. We're gonna leave the top off for right now. I think it's the right move to leave the top off for right now. What do you guys think? I think we leave the top off for right now. I think that's the safer move. Gotta deal with the wiring around the camera. The camera is in a weird location. Okay. Let's get all the other panels out. Okay. These are the two lid sections, so we're gonna set these off to the side because, again, I'm not going to install them for the purposes of filming because otherwise the top down just becomes black, right? There's no value in having top down anymore. That's looking proper good. Might turn the temp up a little bit, so let me do that. We all know that Prusa profiles are very, very conservative, so. Okay. We now got to look at doing the actual regular enclosure of this printer. I firmly believe that printers should have enclosures, but I feel like I'm in a minority for that. A lot of people don't seem to like enclosures. What are your thoughts on enclosures? Comment and let me know. By the way, I can't put this desk much lower, which is kind of crazy. All right, so we got that is pretty much taken care of at this point. Really should have had handles on it. That would have been really cool if you had some handles. But no handles. All right, we're going up to the start. Once again. Also, don't forget to enter for the printed solid filament giveaway. Don't forget about that. Mark 4S is just doing work over here. So there are some more panels that need hinges. I can't believe they went, oh, there's ones with holes in it. Why? Oh, I bet that's for the their big curtain thing. It's probably for their big curtain cooler. Yep, it is. It's for the curtain cooler. I'm just going to put tape over that. All right, A1 and A2 go on the front. So let's get those sorted. B2. Oh, okay. It comes with it once again comes with spares. B3, B4, so it comes with spares. That seems excessive. I don't think it needs that big Jetstream enclosure. I think that's excessive. Or the Jetstream cooling fan thingy that it has. I really don't think that's necessary. This thing's cooling is just insane as it is. I don't think it needs more of it. You know? I don't think it needs more. All right, let's get some of the hinges. Uh-oh, dropped a hinge. Ooh, that's in a really bad spot for me. Back injury pro tip of the day: if you have to bend down, flex your abs when you do it. You're less likely to hurt your back, according to my physical therapist. I guess including the parts is nice. I can't imagine it's a much higher cost for PO Poly, but it is nice for the user because if they decide to upgrade to that Jetstream cooler later, it's already there. They don't, you know, they just have to swap out the hinges. But it is more on shipping cost, which obviously is not free. So there is that concern as well. They could just include the panels with the Jetstream, says Kisker, but the panels are much larger than the Jetstream cooler, I believe. And so that would increase the cost of shipping the Jetstream quite a bit. So they likely do it now to where it makes more sense. Whoops, I should have peeled this first. No, I did it wrong. Wait, what? Oh, they can go either way. Okay, I did it fine. Not a great peel because I already put the screws in. My fault. Someone don't tell Ashley. And Ashley, if you see this, you see nothing. Flash of white light, you see nothing. Okay. I mean, the enclosure does make this thing look so much nicer. I gotta move the table, hold on. Gotta move the table. And see, this is where it starts to become a problem to film with this thing because it's dark and shiny. And it's kind of in the way. I'm a bit of a panel gap snob, even though my car has absolutely crap on panel gaps. But if I'm putting something together, I want the panel gaps to look really nice. So I'm going to take just a little bit of extra time and get that screw put in properly so that the panel gap is actually correct. Oh, can't do that. I had to let it fall down a little bit. Because it hits the screen if you don't. Dang. I gotta have uglier panel gaps than what I want. Okay. Well, that's the way she goes, bubs. And yeah, I have the 3mm acrylic, so it does sit proud of the surface by 1mm. And when I say that, it's mildly infuriating. I mean, it's way more infuriating than I care to admit. Okay. Beautiful. And it wants me to use the M4 screws for the door handles. Okay, we're gonna come around and do the other side. Passing in front of the Prusa. Which is not the right way to say it, but whatever. Dang it, I didn't peel the front. I put the handle on, I didn't peel the front. Ashley, you can be mad at me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna peel the front right now. I'm taking the handle off and I'm peeling off the front. Also, pro tip, for content creators, if you have a garage that you film in and you want your floor to not be concrete and you replace the carpet in your house, don't throw out that old carpet. That old carpet is perfect for your garage. That's what I did. It is awesome. I love that I did that. I did that a while ago. When we first bought this house, the carpet was in bad shape, so we ended up replacing it. We've had this house since like 2011. What the heck? Blue! But yeah, I kept all the old carpet that we ripped out of the house. And I put it down in my garage with the carpet pad. Which is like... awesome. Also, anytime I find like high pile rugs at like... you know, any of like the thrift stores or whatever, I tend to buy them because they make for really, really good work surfaces that you don't have to care about. All right, first thing, we have to go ahead and flip the thing over. Mark Burton says, I don't want carpet in my garage from oil from oil changes would get on it. Yuck. Then don't spill oil when you do oil changes. I mean, I've been changing my own oil for years. Like, eventually you stop spilling oil. Come on, man. Stop spilling oil. What are you, BP? That's mean. That's a little mean. Yeah, I've got some acreage. So I'm on 2 acres of land. So I just drag my my Harbor Freight high lift jack, which great little jack, the Daytona jack they sell. Oh no, it's not the Daytona one. It's the one that's like 110 bucks. Love that jack. Jack stands. Jack up the car and just do it out in the yard. It's no big deal. Takes 20 minutes. Not that big of a deal. But I've also done it so many times, I don't care anymore. That is not the right screw. That does not go to this. How's everybody's day going? I feel like I don't ask how everybody's day is going enough. Coat the carpet in used oil. Natural stain repellent. Duff, that is disgusting. That's disgusting. I mean, you do you, boo. But, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. Absolutely no. My biggest issue right now is I got a bunch of used oil that's piling up because all the local auto parts stores aren't accepting used oil anymore. Or they're not getting their emptying cycles. So like their like the trucks that come to empty it aren't emptying it anymore. So I've got a fair bit of used oil stocked up, and I'd very much like to get rid of it. I just don't have a safe way to do it. So it sits in bottles in my garage. And unfortunately, one bottle I forgot outside, and it has fully degraded in the sun. And I got to figure out what to do about that. That is a monumental pain in the ass. But yeah, keep all my tools in my garage. I'm gonna upset some people. I'm a Rigid fanboy. I like the Rigid tool line. I would like Milwaukee, but your boy ain't got Milwaukee money. Quite frankly, the pack out is theft. It's too expensive. But I do really like rigid. I've had rigid tools for years. They work well. They're affordable. All right, so this is 2 panels, but there's no hinges. Is that correct? I think that's correct.
I think this is 2 panels, but no hinges. Diomeda says, quick question. At the end, did you need to change the bed? I mean, I did it, so it doesn't matter. Just use some gas on a rag and wipe it up off the cement. You'll be fine. Can't do that on carpet. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, put down cardboard at least, you know? Pour it down the toilet. Nobody will know. I have a septic system, so that would be bad. Seabass says, dump it in the ocean. The turtles like oil. Citation needed. Mr. Tiberum says, oh, it's great. The client is mad at the general contractor, who is mad at all of us that are working on the site. I'm sorry to hear that. Joseph Greiner says, thanks for not using the popular mechanics method of oil disposal. Yeah. Kisker says, couple of quarts of used oil and a bucket of sand. Stab garden tools in, a great way to prevent rusting garden tools. I find that once they get a nice little coating of surface rust, it's not really a problem anymore for me. So I kind of just don't care, right? Once the surface rust is gone, it's not that big of a deal. Okay. These are the proper bottom pieces that I need. B3, B4. Okay. Oh, okay. And then is there... Don't hit your head when you pull your head out. Okay. Yep, so more pieces go there. Beautiful. We can do that. We can do that while we're over here. Recycle your oil in your replicator. Also use it to treat wood. Get a big tray to put under the cardboard. Yep. Oh. Am I dropping frames? YouTube's yelling at me. Well, nothing I can do right now. I'm on the other side of the table, so let's knock this out then. Peel both sides. Got one side already done. Let's get this side done. Boom shakalaka. Yeah, you can do the diesel waste oil thing too. I know a lot of guys like to do that out here with their diesels. Me personally, I don't have a diesel generator. In fact, I have nothing that runs on diesel. I don't even have diesel in stock. $5HFR, hey dude. What's up, homie? Brother, it's early for you. Well, I guess it's not. It's like 7 a.m. We're putting an enclosure on the Mag X. And the screws don't line up. What? That's not good. The screws don't line up. Am I an idiot? Yeah, I'm an idiot. Ignore me. Ignore me. I had the panel backwards. Ignore me. Yeah, you could do a waste oil furnace and that kind of stuff too, but oh, I pulled the wrong tool. I I don't live in an area where you need heat. I live in Florida. I need air conditioning and a lot of it. I don't need heat. So, that one doesn't work for me. It might work for some of y'all, but it don't work for me. So, oh well. You can also go get like old military vehicles, like military surplus vehicles. A lot of them use any fuel motors. So you can run pretty much any fuel you want through them, and they seem not to care all that much. Really does make it pretty much impossible to film inside of this machine once you put the damn panels on it. But whatever. Sorry, I know this is boring to just watch the back of my head, but I gotta make sure I do this right. Because you do it right or you do it twice kind of deal, you know? Panel gaps are not great. The panels aren't cut straight, but we're making it work. We're making it work. Sometimes life gives you lemons, and that means you just gotta figure it the F out. You dig? Got that. All right, going back around. How we looking? We still printing? Oh yeah. Not a problem. It's actually my first PETG print with the Mark IVS Plus, which is kind of cool. Ow! The only issue with being barefoot in your garage is when you step on something sharp. That hurt. Yeah, we did drop some frames there. My bad. I'm assuming you guys probably can't see me. Because if I can't see the camera, you can't see me. So, let's just lower it down a little bit. I gotta put these side panels on, which I'm guessing, yep, it's these. So, wait a minute. How in the heck do you deal with the, how do you deal with the cable management for the bed? So mine's at an angle. Am I supposed to bend it vertically? I'm gonna have to look into that because I don't exactly have that answer. Oh, it's okay. Just put carpet down. I do have carpet down, but there is like something sharp in the carpet. Probably a piece of acrylic or wood from the laser. Now let me see what it says for the back panel, because the back panel on mine is a little bit different. Oh, there is a filament wrap. No? Maybe not. Okay. Figured itself out. So what am I supposed to do about the back piece? It doesn't say. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, Kisker, you had to bend your bracket. All right, I guess I gotta go do the same thing, because otherwise the back panel... Well, my wires are on the inside. I wonder if I could just get a hammer and just beat the panel. It's a thick piece of metal, though. I got a little portable bench vise. It might be the right move. Uh-oh. What the heck happened? What's going on? Why you bent? You're fine. Okay. Well, I guess I'll pull the wiring off. So I gotta cut some zip ties, pull the wiring off, pull the plate off, and then we'll bend the plate. No problem. Can diddly do. It is not all that difficult. Ugh. You use some pliers. Mine is like 1/8 inch thick. I don't know if pliers will do it, but I'm still gonna take it out. We're still gonna put it in a vise. We're gonna do it right. Okay, so for those wondering, let me show you what it looks like. So this is the problem child. We have to bend this bracket so it's basically vertical, or maybe even a little bit past vertical. Mine's pretty thick. So I'm gonna grab, I've got a bench vise that is just screwed to a couple of 2x4s. So I can literally like put it onto a table, beat on it with a hammer when I need to, and then remove it when I don't need it. So let me get that. It's like I literally have that for this exact reason. Oh, she's thick. She's heavy. Ugh. Okay, that's there. I'm gonna move this a little bit. I'm gonna send the table up some so that I can work on the bench vise comfortably. And I'm gonna change you guys to right now. We'll go to webcam only. Oh, I see webcam only is not actually webcam only, so I guess that works. Scooting on by. I now need to find a percussive maintenance device. Have a few of them. I know there's one in my toolbox. Oh, I got one. All right, oh no, you guys still can't see, can you? Well, you kind of can. If I did it, no, the table's got to come up further. Let me send the table up further. There you go. Andrew Rogers with $10 says for the percussive assembly fund. Hey, when in doubt, beat it with a hammer. Wait, don't do that. Don't. Oh, jeez. The microphone just smacked the thing. All right, so you guys can see the edge of this. But if I come over here, no, it's still too low. How can I show this to you? Oh, you know what? Here. You're not going to watch the Prusa for a little bit. You're going to watch the bench vise. Okay? Okay. I'm glad that we've all come to an agreement on this. So, This piece gets attached to the printer, right? Yeah, it's this. It's. Let me verify what piece actually gets attached to the printer. This is the small piece, isn't it? Yeah, it is. The small piece gets attached to the printer, so we'll put the small piece in the vise and we'll bend the big piece. I gotta see if I have any safety glasses. If not, we'll engage the safety squints. I have any safety glasses handy. I've got my face shield handy, but I think a face shield is a little bit overzealous for this project. Let me see. Do I really not have... Oh, they're inside. I got a pair of safety glasses inside. Be right back. Be right back. Safety's gonna be important here. You're smacking metal with metal. You kind of... And besides, I want to set a good example. I could use safety squints, and I feel like most of you would too. But, Nope. Let's get some safety glasses. Oh, that means you can see further into my garage. Ha! Oh well. You can see the insulation that I'm just trying to put up on the garage door. Alright. Yeah, literally just a bit of scrap wood. Old bench vise. Some freaking tech screws holding it in. Like, super simple. Safety squints. Oh yeah, the camera's gonna vibrate every time I do that, but that's okay. Not my finest work, but that will get the job done. It's not all that level. It's good enough. I'm just being persnickety about it. And so, of course, you're going to damage the parts, but it's not that big of a deal. So, all right, now we have to go a little bit past 90. So, oh, this piece gets really thin right there, so that's probably not all that easily possible. So we will, Let me see if I can just comfortably do it this way. Say, if you didn't want your vise to mess with stuff, you could put some masking tape on the inside, but honestly, for what we're doing, it's not that big of a deal. So I'm just trying to go past 90 a little bit. I got my finger under there to try to keep the metal from bending at where the vise is. I want it to bend at this corner that we've already been bending. Okay. That should be good. Yep. So that comes in a little bit. That'll give us plenty of room for our part to move around. Bench vise. Crappy Pittsburgh Harbor Freight hammer. Sometimes you got to get demonetized for its hammer time, right? So let me turn you guys back around. Let me put you on that. I am going to put the vise back. Mark Burton said I printed some TPU jaw covers for my vise. That is another great use for 3D printing. This is my porta-vise that I use for, like, videos and crap. So I don't take care of it. But my regular bench vise, which actually is smaller than this, hilariously. But it's an old Craftsman. That one has some TPU things for it. Joe Russ says nothing a bigger hammer doesn't fix. Playing Whack-A-Chat. Yeah. Safety squints. We don't need no safety squints. Safety third, man. Dang it. Why? I feel like there is a wrap in the filament, but every time I go to unwind the filament, it shows there's not a wrap in it. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna put the vise back. Then we can keep going. So if you don't have a vise, that's fine. You don't... Oops! Move the whole camera. You don't have a vise, that's fine. It's not needed. Is it useful? Sure. Is it gonna make your life easier if you have one? Sure. Can you add one as a relatively cheap gift for the holidays? Absolutely. But, yeah. Vices are great for this kind of stuff. Oh, here we go. There's your, like, dolly shot, right? That's your fancy YouTuber dolly shot. It's just it's my standing table. It's actually not a bad dolly shot for a printer like this. All right, let me go back to, not that. Not that. That. Or now we have to reinstall this piece. Oh, crap. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, it might, but it's gonna be really freaking tight if it does. All right. Certainly gonna suck to put it back in. That's what she said, I guess. I don't know. You can also print a vise if you're doing light duty work. Yeah. You can. You definitely can. I don't recommend it. I say right tool for the right job kind of thing. And I get it. A vise is not cheap and a vise is not free. But like, a decent vise is going to cost you like, and I'm saying decent, okay? I'm not saying good. I'm saying it is good enough for the home gamer, right? You're not making knives or anything like that. You're not doing anything where you need, you know, a really fancy vise. You just need like regular work holding. Like $50 gets you more than adequate. Is it going to be a vise that you pass down to your kids and then to their grandkids and all that? No. But it's $50. Who cares? Sorry, I know you can't see what I'm doing. I figure you guys probably want to watch the Prusa more than you want to watch me look and feel like an absolute buffoon trying to do this. So, very sorry if that is, if you wanted to see me do this, but it is just me putting a bracket back and installing 2 screws. I promise you it is not very interesting. All right. Why? Oop. Printer. What's going on? I am going to take a look at your filament. Is there an... Oh, yeah, there is. There is an actual filament wrap in here. It's just not... It's not creating enough of a problem that we currently have to care about. So, all right. I can take off the glasses. We don't need them right now. I should just put those up there. So I will undoubtedly forget where I put them, but they're there. Okay, now we can do the back panel. Whoops. Drop the knobs. All right, on 2 of these hinges, I need to
Flip the screw around. But you know what? Let's bring this down a little bit. We can work on top of that. Buy a Wilton. Yeah, Wiltons make great vices. You don't have to get a nice Wilton, but Wilton makes good vices. I would agree. You have the cash. Buying a Wilton is nice. Mark Burton, I agree with him. He says he has a nice metal bench vise and a small portable one with a suction cup. Yeah, I don't have the suction cup vise yet. I'm not that cool. I gotta get me one of those, like a pan of ice. But yeah, right now it's kind of boring. Just kind of boring. Okay. It's weird that the back has bolts or has doors, but the sides don't. I feel like I need to get into the sides more than I need to get into the back of this machine, you know? Right? I guess I could be taking crazy pills, right? If y'all really disagree with me, I could be taking crazy pills on that, but I don't think I am. Let's get plastic off. And this side. I like that P.O. Poly put a little chamfer on the edges, but I also don't think it's necessary. So it's a nice thing to have, but I'm not going to dock points if you don't do it. You know what I mean? Okay, so this side... Oh yeah, this side uses the upside down ones. Okay. You say the doors are right there with it and to the right-hand side? No? Wait. These doors go here? I guess they do. I thought I was putting the doors on the back. Well, good thing you said something, because I was about to do it completely wrong. Good thing somebody spoke up. Yeah, okay. I can see having it on the right side is nice. Although, is it switchable for the left? Can I put it on the left side if I want it? Because where I want to put this printer, I don't think the right side's going to be all that accessible, which could pose a bit of a problem. Which is why I am once again considering just leaving this printer out in the garage. Fisker says, I thought it sounded screwy, but wasn't sure if it was your mind or mine going. You have to make the hinge spots on the left, so not as it comes. Okay, so you'd have to make some holes for it. That is suboptimal. So you're kind of stuck this way. Okay. All right. Well, it goes inside. I guess that means I know where I'm putting it. I'm putting it where the lull spot is. That TAS 6 needs to go. That printer is old.
I haven't used it I haven't used it meaningfully in years. And I think it would be a lot more valuable at my local nonprofit makerspace. And I can also get a tax write-off for it, which would actually be useful this time of year. Figure your stuff out, printer. Okay. Printer count only goes up. Yeah. I'm out of space, though. And it runs 3mm. I've got a 175 head for it, but it is just so... It's so loud. It is so loud as a printer that I don't use it. Like, literally, I can't run it when we're filming because people think that someone's abusing a dog in the background. Like, you can hear it moving, and it is just bloody loud. And I know I could put a different board in it, do all these different things, and there's a part of me that just can't be bothered to do it because I have all these other printers that do what it can do and more. Like, don't get me wrong. The Taz 6 was a great printer when it came out. It is not a great printer by today's current standards. Yeah, it works, but it's got no input shaping. It's got an 8-bit board. It's got no upgrade path. So, it sucks, but it is what it is. Kesko said, I mean, one day he can just bolt printers together and build a shed out of printers. That'd be kind of funny. But yeah, like, if you don't use your printers anymore, donate them, guys. Find a local makerspace, find a local school in a rough neighborhood, right? Donate it to somebody that is going to use it. If you need the tax write-off. I mean, yeah, you can try to sell it for like $50, $100 on Facebook Marketplace, but me, I'd rather see these machines going to nonprofits, going to get used, and sure, they're not the coolest or fastest or whatever. And, you know, certainly I don't feel comfortable selling printers. If they're newer printers, fine. But like older printers, dude, if someone has a problem and they buy it off you like on Facebook Marketplace or something, sure, if I can sell a printer incognito, I can kind of play dumb. But if someone recognizes me, dude, they just end up bothering me or calling me about it. And it's like, I sold you a $50 3D printer. It doesn't come with support, right? Like, you have to understand that when you're spending this kind of money, you're on your own. So that's why I've never done it. And I don't necessarily mind helping the local nonprofit makerspace because they're awesome. It is it's called the Amrock Fab Lab, actually. So if you're in Tampa, it's inside of University Mall in Tampa, although they're calling it now Rhythm in Uptown, which I think is stupid, but whatever, man. They went through focus groups and crap for their branding. I didn't. Okay. 2 more screws and we're done with all these little M3x8s. Or M3x6s. We could then do the back panels. I totally thought that this was supposed to be the back. I totally thought that. So, good thing you all said it. Sean Olson said only 2.5 hours late. How many grants? None. Just tedious. We're just hanging out. You missed me using a vise to make metal do what I want it to do, though. Although you could always rewind if you wanted. Okay. How much time has it got left? Like 45 minutes or so? Okay. Oh. Sorry, just give me a second here. Oh, ha. My neighbor got a package of mine. Apparently I got some sort of package delivered. My neighbor picked it up. So she said it's heavy. She's also in her late 90s? Mid to late 90s. My neighbor. Her name is Birdie. She's lovely. If a little bit of a southern racist, you know. It's Florida, so there's nothing I can do. It's just how it goes out here. It is what it is. I'm sorry. I'm not, but you know, other people are. Is there no music playing anymore? Should be playing music. Does the music just randomly stop? I don't like that it does. Yeah. Okay. I don't think we're gonna get to install the those parts today because we're almost done, and the printer is nowhere near done yet. I guess I can leave the stream running while the printer prints. You say you don't need music, but we've done tests, and people do actually hang out longer when there's music playing. So you say you don't, but I know it helps. I know it helps with viewer retention. And that's why pretty much every streamer that you know has background music in their videos, things like that. It is a viewer retention thing. Because that way, when I am not talking, you guys don't just have awkward silence. Putting the back panel on. I will say, man, it is a good looking printer. It is a really good looking printer with the enclosure on. Like it's pretty. I guess I'm a little bit confused why we have to print these parts and why the holes weren't just put in the frame. I feel like those holes could have easily just been put in the frame. So this printer definitely looks the part of a multi-$1,000 printer. Unfortunately, it is still not at the reliability level for a multi-$1,000 3D printer. That's a little bit frustrating to me. But you know, if it's good looking, but it's not reliable, is it worth it? For me, no. It's not. It has to be reliable. I don't necessarily care about what am I trying to say? I don't necessarily care about looks. That's why I love Prusa printers, right? Again, they're not the prettiest, but they have like a solid, good enough design, you know? It's like, yeah, it's not the most beautiful printer you've ever seen in the world, but it's good enough. Kisker said, I think it was one of those we discovered a thing and fixed later. Maybe. I did not have the enclosure as part of the beta test. I know some people did. I did not. I printed about 10 kilos with it during the beta test period before it went live. Okay. I now just, well, I guess since I can open up these doors, I can put this panel on, which is topside D. Yeah, but how much does a reliable printer with that motion technology cost? 100 grand. And yeah, I think that there's something to be said about that, right? That the motion technology is super cool. But like, from my understanding, the bulk of issues that people have with this printer have very little to do with the motion system. Around 8K. What other printer has magnetic linear drives in it that isn't an Essentium? Because the only other printer that I know with magnetic linear drives is the Essentium. Max H says, well, I gotta go. See you later. See you, Max. Thanks for coming out, broski. A bolt just fell somewhere. I don't know where or why, but bolt fell. Yeah, what printer has magnetic linear drives and is $8,000? None that I'm aware of. Okay. Ah. All right. We got that done. Looking, oh, 80K. Okay, yeah. The Essentium printer's like $80,000 to $100,000. It's somewhere in that range. It's not cheap. Okay. Just remember, if you do build this, when you take it off, when you take the top off, don't. So you're gonna want to set it either like upside down or like this, because again, these pieces don't have a lot holding them in. We've got those pieces that are still rolling, but we have the rest of the build done. I guess we can put the top on, but I really don't know if I want to. I guess we can. I kind of want to just put a solid top on it, like out of wood or something. I don't know. Well, let's take a look and see what they look like, at least. But yeah, because it's two pieces, you have this issue with it kind of being flexible and meh in the middle. Ooh, whatever this is made out of stinks. Like it's oiled, maybe? Oh no. There's a vent. Let me see which way the top goes on. I want to make sure I put it on correctly. Because that is clearly keyed. Specifically how it's keyed, I don't know. So let's find out. Huh. These holes are there for something. I don't know what. I wonder if PO Poly... What is it there for? There are some holes. In their photos, they don't show it. Huh. That is puzzling. Top mount cables. Oh, for the screen. For the screen, which means that has to go like that. What cables? Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to cut through that. That's dumb. So that's with the top on, but again, like your top down has, like, you can't really see anything. You know, I mean, but it does, man. It does look good. Let me send it up, because, like, yeah, it looks good, but literally it's so dark you can't see. You can literally you can see the cameras and things that I use. I can see through it, but the camera can't. So, yeah. Little bit odd. I think for right now, I'm going to leave the top cover off. So I think it's going to get in the way for me right now more than the help that it provides and brings for what we're doing. I gotta put a... Do they give you 2 extra doorknobs? Oh, no, they don't. I'm a ding-dong. I didn't put them on the thing there. All right. Let's put some doorknobs on. I guess the ultimate question of which way do you put the doorknobs on? I guess like this. What materials do I put with the Magneto now that it's enclosed? John Olson is asking. Well, I'm going to start by trying out some ABS, ASA, stuff like that. High temp stuff. Eventually looking at some nylons. I am curious to see if this machine can hit temps for peak or peck. Like, in theory, the hot end is either fully capable or is easily upgradable to hit it. Can I get a tint ticket for that? Yeah, no kidding. Zerno says we're going to get a tint ticket. Some of these holes are tiny. Where's my big Allen key? Where's the big hex key? We need it. Is it on the front side of the printer? See, this is part of the problem. Oh yeah, there it is. If you can't see into the printer, you can't figure out what you need to do. Okay. Whoops. I always do the doorknobs backwards the first try. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, there's filament wrap. Let's actually fix that real quick. So let's fix that filament wrap while we can. Here, I will try to get out of the way for you. Oh, it's a double wrap. Oh yeah. No big deal. Super simple. 100% my fault. As it always is. These type of filament issues are 100% the user's fault. I understand that some people don't believe that, but in the middle of a spool, it's your fault. Okay, you've purged enough, dude. Come on. Okay. All right. Now I can be a little bit more at peace with that. PC, yep, could do PC. Hot, I can go to 310. Chamber can get to 60. I can get the chamber hotter than that. It's not difficult to make chambers hotter than that. We just have to be careful that we don't get close to the magnetic flux, whatever temperature of the linear motors. So if you get close to there's a temperature. It's like 80 or 90 C or something like that, where permanent magnets will start to fail. Neodymium does fit into that group, right? So you just have to be careful. It's Florida. Just put it outside. Yeah, with the smoked acrylic, 100% it'll get that hot. But yeah, you don't want to get it too hot or you'll piss off the magnets. Or the softening temperature of the resin of the linear motors. Yep. Two things you don't want to hit. Two things you don't want to hit. Okay. All right. Looking good. This appears to be printing fine again, so that's a plus. It's gonna be a bit. Bed can hit 130 C. Jeez. Yeah, you could definitely use this bed. So we had joked in the beta group that all you have to do is put a couple of fans that blow on the underside of the bed, and that will and that'll be a chamber heater, because the bed draws so much power that it is just, it's easy. It is very, very easy to just use it as a supplementary chamber heater. How hot is it in here? 82. That's not that bad. It's not that bad. By the way, the lowest it's been in here is 80. 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It's the lowest it's been in here. Zern says, sounds like the magnets are a liability. Time to switch to a hydraulic drive system. If anything, we would go to ball screws, right? And then just have the stepper motors on the outside of the chamber. Which that was all under a Stratasys patent for many years. Many years. And that has since gone away. So something tells me this is not going to be done before I run out of things to talk about. They do give you some black tape. Looks like they give you quite a few strips. I guess this is for... Yeah, this is it. It's gaff tape. That's what it feels like for every one of the seams. And I guess they want you to tape all the seams up. I'm not doing that. So you can fry an egg at 150°C. It's toasty. Yeah. Interestingly, though, with this new bed, they gave me a little bit of silicone insulation for the bottom of it. It doesn't do much. It does something. It just doesn't do a lot. Oh yeah, is my bed still not running all 4 screws? I think my bed's not running all 4 screws still. Let me check. If I remember correctly. No, I guess I got them all. Oh, right. There were metal standoffs that the yellow screws go into on the build plate. I am missing one. I've always been missing one. My kit itself was missing one. But meh. I did it to roughly the same distance and it was fine. I could obviously 3D print it and it would work, but I didn't bother. Kisk says, I'm looking for a thermal insulator to attach the silicone. Any, like, home insulation that's rated to roughly the same temperature should be fine. I've seen, like, blue jean material, like denim, used before. Bamboo, Prusa uses a foam. Bamboo doesn't use anything. Whatever foam that Prusa uses actually does a very good job of thermally insulating the bed. You don't feel a ton of heat from under it. But the entire Prusa, the entire XL, uses less power at full draw than just the build plate uses on this printer. A XL at full draw is 750 watts. That's the max its 3 power supplies can do. The bed on this is 1,000 watts. 1,000 watts. It is so unrealistic that I changed it in my firmware. Because no. Because just no. I'm not. No. Zerner says, I still want to see someone build a 3D printer out of an old oven, obviously with the motors on the outside. An old oven would actually not be all that good for this. Ovens run on, instead of PID, they run on Bang Bang, where the heater's on or off. You could obviously replace the control circuitry. But, you know, that's 240, man. That's a lot of horsepower. Kisker said it's so overpowered for the need. I mean, seriously, fast bed heating wasn't something I really wanted. You can go into Clipper and turn it to like, so I have mine set to like 70. Turn yours to 50. Turn it to 50%. So its duty cycle is 50%. So it won't heat faster than 500 watts. That's totally acceptable. So, just waiting for stuff to be done. I didn't think that I was gonna beat the Mark IV's, but here we are. I beat the Mark IV's, which is funny. Printing some beautiful printed solid PETG natural And of course, if you do want to get yourself some printed solid filament, you can do so. Printedsolid.com. They're linked in the description. But also, sorry, I have a notification of a person at my front door. But also, you could enter to win some. You can enter to win some. What got delivered to my house? What got delivered to my neighbor's house? I got filament from Printed Solid. We have some local fans that won, so their filament just arrived. And they wanted to come out and meet me, which I'm fine with. Nice thing about the old oven Zerno is that it is crazy, crazy high insulated. So, yeah. That's always nice. Oh, my back hurts. My back hurts. All right, so it's up to you guys what we do, because I didn't think I was going to finish this fast, and I got it done faster than I thought. Okay, Gilbert Nair says duty cycle means it's on X percentage of the time, so you'll pull 1,000 watts, but then it's off for half the time. Yes, but the effective draw is 500 watts constant. So there's that. We finished this earlier than I thought, so we have a couple of things that we can do. I want to give away some filament, obviously, but this has probably got at least another 20 minutes. Let me see if it gives me numbers. Been printing for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Yeah, okay, it says 20 minutes with a question mark, so it's probably gonna take 30. We can... I can go get the box from my neighbor. I can give away some filament, go get the box from my neighbor, and I can just put on the webcam for this, and I'll just like mute the microphones and stuff while I'm out. And then we can install that when I get back, or we can give away some filament and end the stream. It's up to you guys. But yeah, I don't know. Also, I don't like the way the C922 looks, so let's configure the video and clean that up a little bit, because I don't think it's got enough saturation. It bothers me that it doesn't have enough saturation. Mr. Tuber says, I want to see what's in the box. I have no idea what's in the box. I don't know what's in the box. So I have no clue. So I literally could not tell you. So it's up to you guys. Go get the packages. All right. So let's do this. We're gonna give away 2 spools now. I'm gonna go get the package. If there's something cool in it, we'll open it on stream, but I don't think there is.
Because I don't know what it is. I bet it's the filament that got delivered to my neighbor's house. I bet it's filament. Because I didn't see. So FedEx said they delivered it, and I didn't see a FedEx truck come by my house. So I'm fairly certain it's filament. So I don't think I have to care too much at the moment. Yeah, if we look, there's only one motion at my front door, and that's an Amazon person. So it's not that. So yeah, it's got to be filament. I got the notification that filament was delivered, and it's like 5 kilos, so it's like 15 pounds. So, yeah. Let's give away some filament. Let's give away 2 spools. I will give you guys another 10-15 seconds to enter. Then we'll give away some filament. Make sure to like the stream if you haven't as well. You got to be present to win. If you're not present, you don't win. And you know what? Let me give you a bigger view of the web. There you go. You get a better view of the Mark IV's running that way. This one's name is Alpaca. Joe named it. Joe named this one Alpaca, so it is Alpaca. All right, we're gonna close entries on the filament. And we're going to grab the winner. We're going to grab the ones from today. Kisker was the first one who entered today. Dark Alleyway Studio was the last. But we shuffle the names anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Let's spin to win some names. Now make sure that you actually, do it right. All right, let's see. Are you in the States? And did you do the math right? If you're not in the States, we don't give away the filament. Where are you? There you are. You did! Decaf Hemlock. You win a roll of filament. You know what? I have an idea. Let's roll for another one. Okay, let me make sure you did the math right. Why can't I ever find people's names? Okay, there it is. Yep. All right. Geocacher. You also won a spool of filament. Are you both present? Are you both present? Decaf's in there. I see that. Do we still have a filament wrap? Are you serious right now? I think we do. Dang, yeah, we do. We totally do. We still have another one. Geocacher's there as well. All right. Both of you, make sure that you reach out to me either Discord or via Twitter DM, and we will get you your filament. Normally I do all the giveaway stuff on Fridays. All right, I'm gonna reopen the entries. So if anybody else that wants to enter, maybe we'll give away 1 or 2 more spools before the end. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the filament got delivered to the neighbor, so that's fine. Grant, where's filament got on your Mark IV? That one? Right here? That one?
I think, is that what you were referencing? Yep, it's up there. Is it supposed to be lower? I don't know if it's supposed to be lower. Well, you want something crazy? So I used the bamboo plate to print out some gold stuff. Oh, it's not going to show up right. It'll probably show up better here. But the plate, yeah, you can totally see where the yellow parts were, where the gold parts were. It actually discolored the Ember Prototypes plate. I figure after a few prints that will subside. That was a very interesting thing to see. It's very, very interesting to see. I have not had water since we started the stream, so I'm going to go inside. I got my water cups right inside. So I'm going to get a little bit of water. You guys hydrate too. We'll be right back. Hi, Miss Victoria. She's in her cat tree. Oh, man. It is so much nicer inside. Holy crap, it's so much nicer inside. Wow. Oh, man. So much nicer inside. Enough dilly-dallying inside in the nice air conditioning. I have to go outside into the also expensive air conditioning, but now I have my water with me. Whoop. I'm back. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. What's the relative humidity out here? I've had the AC on for about 6 hours now. 7 hours? No. I turned it on at 10 a.m., so about 8 hours. It is 60% ambient humidity out here. That is the lowest it's been. The max it's been in the past 48 hours is 82%. So, there's that. Outside, I assume it's in the 70s or 80% ambient. So... David Randolph is here! Says, I thought RH stood for redhead. No. I have a red beard, but not a redhead. Look. It's Jesse PETG. Making parts, because I didn't know I had to print parts for this. We got most of the other thing built, but we needed some printed parts. They're optional, but they're pretty much required. If you don't have it, your acrylic panels are going to get really messed up. So, definitely want to print these parts. Printing them out of printed solid. Jesse PETG. I'll point out, too, this PETG has been sitting out inside for... Well, it's the old cardboard and metal spool, so I can give you an idea. I've probably had this spool for 6 to 10 months, somewhere in that range, and we're printing it at 270C. It is not stringing. It is not bubbling. It's not doing anything. It's good stuff. ND Cannon Shooter says, I need to sign off. See you on the next stream. See you later. It really does, actually. It looks beautiful. Considering how hot we're printing PETG, it will have a tendency to string at these higher temps. That's a pretty normal thing for PETG. It is very normal for it to string at higher temps. But no. Jesse says, I'm not going to string at all, man. Good. And the printer is just dead quiet. It is. I get that Core XYs are faster, but man, they are nowhere near as quiet as like a Prusa. How hot are you printing it? 270 on the nozzle, 90 on the bed. Have an Ember prototype plate on there. It's Prusa Mark 4S. We are printing at 150% speed. So we are printing faster than stock, but we're going to be flow rate limited. It's not going to let us go up as high as fast as we want. It will eventually flow rate cap us, and it absolutely is currently flow rate capping us. I could have turned it up in the slicer, but literally I left everything stock. I turned up the temps in the slicer because I find that Jesse PETG does not like cool temperatures. In fact, that was, oh, you can see the stuff to clean the bed. Yeah, that was the first attempt with it. It did not lay down very well, and that was because it was trying to print at 235C, which is way too cold for Jesse. Jesse likes to be much warmer than that. What is the flow rate? Let me see. They gave me a booklet with talking points. So I will see. PETG, they're claiming 26 with a 0.4 nozzle, 26 cubic millimeters a second. With the 0.6 nozzle, they're claiming 33. So there you go. Josh says, I've been using Jesse PETG temps from Prusa Slicer Profile. It's been really well at 245 and 90. Yeah, you're, when it gets hotter, or when it gets faster, you have to go hotter. But yes, I'm using stock PETG Profile other than turning up the temp. What temp for PETG with a Diamondback, TJ asks? You can generally get away with like 220 to 230, but it's all going to depend. I know we're doing a Magneto X thing, but we're showing the MK4S. Hey, when you need it, you need it. I guess I should probably take some photos of this and put it on social media. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to do this stuff as a content creator, and I never do. And I'm, like, so bad at doing this as a content creator. I don't know. Gilbert says he's waiting for Diamondback to make next extruder. I now want a Diamondback high flow. That's what I want now. Anybody else have any questions for me that I can try to answer? I don't feel like I'm doing a bad job. D2 says, isn't Diamondback already high flow? It can transmit temperatures way better than copper. It is, but if you also have a high flow inside of it, you know, they can go faster. I don't see Diamondback doing a 0.5. I've asked them about it, but they don't do 0.5s. As Geek Toybox says, he's running Diamondback with neck extruder adapters. I am too. I am too. And Kisker gets it right. You know, we really don't have a defined term for what high flow means. 18 could be high flow, but so could 35. I do need to turn... I'm going to turn off the air conditioner out here, because it's going to drain the battery otherwise. In fact, everything's going to turn off in about, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. All right, it's now just doing a fan. Oh, of course, we are also running purely on solar right now, which is funny. %. We're almost there. Then we'll install these parts, give away another spool or two, and then we'll send you guys on your way. Josh asks, is there such thing as a decent 3D scanner for under $1,000? I'm worried about some of the cheap ones being abandoned by the software vendor and becoming expensive bricks. Yeah, that's always something you have to worry about when the software is free. The Einstar is kind of the de facto, you know, affordable scanner that is decent. And Shining 3D, I don't think it's going anywhere. In fact, they're launching a new version of the Einstar Vega, which is to directly compete with the RevoPoint Morocco, which I guess both kind of compete with the Artec Leo, which is like 20x their price. But yeah, it is all about what you want to scan, what your goals are for scanning. So if your goals for scanning are that, you know, you want to scan people, an Einstar will be fine, but like the RevoPoint Morocco or the Einstar Vega, I don't have a Vega. I'm trying to get one right now. But, you know, those are easier to use because they're self-contained, right? Creality has the Otter, which I don't have. I have the Raptor. Its software is absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. It's garbage. Maybe it's gotten better, but the last time I used the Raptor, that software was terrible. Terrible was being nice to it. The Morocco seems like a decent scanner. I don't have one. RevoPoint's been wanting to send me one. Crowdy has the Lizard too. The Lizard's worthless. Don't waste your time on it. Don't waste your time on the Lizard. Lizard's old. It was never good. I would look at the Otter, the Einstar, the Vega if you want to pay the price of the Vega, or the Morocco. The Morocco, I think you can get the regular Morocco for like $1,200, and the Morocco Pro I think is $1,500. I know those are over $1,000, but what you're missing is you need a rocking computer to process 3D scan data. I just bought a new computer. In fact, that was one of the reasons I went down to Micro Center for their grand opening in Miami, because they were offering 20% off of laptops. So I got a 14700HX processor that's 20 cores, 28 threads, a 4070 that's 115 watt, it'll turbo to 140, and 32 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, and that was just over $1,000 out the door. It was $949 before tax and all of that. That scanner technically needs more RAM to run an Einstar. It can run the Artec scanners just fine, but the Einstar is still very, very RAM hungry. So something to note there. If you have a Rockin computer, the Einstar is a very good scanner, but they're not certified and they're not calibrated. So if you're just messing around, fine. It's not a bad scanner. But yeah, you really have to work hard for it. Mystery Brooklyn says, damn, that laptop finna be toasty. Yep, it's an HP Omen. It actually has pretty decent cooling. It does thermal throttle, as most laptops will. But it does pretty good. But yeah, you need a lot of RAM. 32 gigs is like the bare minimum. 40 gigs is really what I would recommend as a minimum. 64 is ideal. So if you don't have a computer for 3D scanning as well, now your budget has to go up for any scanner, even something like the Morocco or something like that. I love my Artec Leo, but they're like $35,000, and the software is going up to $1,700 a year. But I scanned the Bucks. I scanned a bunch of Bucks players on Monday with the Leo, and it just, without even trying, it is so easy to do. It does not do hair very well. The Eva is what you need to do hair. The Leo does not do hair very well, but for them, I'm not doing hair anyway, so I really don't care. And yes, as Beer Printer says, make sure you have an NVIDIA GPU. You need those CUDA cores. It can work with an AMD GPU, but it is nowhere near as good as it is with an NVIDIA GPU. So, something to note. My previous scanning laptop was a Ryzen 3750H and a GTX 1650. So we did quite a bit of scanner upgrading, or quite a bit of computer upgrading just for 3D scanning. I'm glad that we did it. In fact, in less than a month, that computer's already completely paid for itself. It is paid off, which your boy loves. Absolutely like that. But yeah. Casey said, I'd be interested if you think you can do anything to make the Lizard better / software used for small print scanning. No. Nope. No, so scanners and their accuracy are based on their optics. You can't just make a crappy scanner or a scanner that's made for large objects scan small objects. It doesn't physically work. You have to use the right thing for the right job. It's like I have an Artec Spider. They just released the Spider 2, which looks super nice. But I have a Gen 1 Spider. It's fine. It's 8 frames a second rather than 30. 30 frames is beautiful. That's really nice. But yeah, the Artec Spider 2 is a nice scanner, but they're like 30 grand. The CR Scan Raptor is a laser scanner, so it needs all the tracking dots. It is very good for its price at like $1,600. But it sucks. The software's terrible. Kissick said, I don't need tiny detail. It's not a mini scanner. I just need like 1mm grooves. That is harder than you think. That is harder than you think. So, yeah. What if you used convincing logic on the scanner? Come on, you know you want to. Yeah, that'd be nice. But it doesn't work. %. We're almost done. We're almost done. I think a spray would help, but I just haven't tried. Yeah, A-Sub can be very useful for that. There are two major companies. My A-Sub's inside, but AppBlime is the other major company. This stuff. AppBlime is easier on the lungs, but I do think A-Sub gives a better overall coating than AppBlime does. If you don't care about washing it, dry shampoo also works. Crazy cheap, but then of course you have to physically wash the pieces off. So which is not that big of an issue, but hey, you know. Come on, finish up. I got parts to install. Let's go. Chop, chop. You're running 150% already. We got work to do. And I can tell storms are rolling in. Kisker said, so there are these helmet fins, for lack of a better term, and they are black and some bits are shiny, so I don't think the scanner is doing so good to actually see it. Yeah, no, it won't. I wanted to scan them to remodel and shape them. And you can do that, just don't expect to get CAD models at it. Scanning right now still involves reverse engineering or very, very, very expensive software. Very expensive, like $10,000 plus a year software, right? So you're either spending time to design everything out by hand, or you're paying a bunch of money to do it in software. It's up to you which one that you use. Once it's done, I'm going to eject the filament as well, because I'm going to take the filament back inside. PLA does okay out here, but PETG definitely will not. I got to bring some of this printed solid filament back in. It deserves better than being out in the humidity. Kisker said, I don't care for hyper-precise CAD style, just be able to get a clean, sharp edge and be able to print. I wish you nothing but the best. I've never found a decent, cheap scanner under $1,000 that can do that. What color blue is it? This is one of the sample parts that Prusa sent with the Mark IV-S. I know what color this is. It is not an available color, and I'm not certain that I can tell you what it is. So, I don't have a rep here to tell me whether or not I can say it. It is not an available color, and I don't believe it ever will be. So, sorry, Dom. We're almost there. Come on, finish. There's just sometimes some things that we, yeah, so nothing I can do. Come on. You're almost there. You can do it. We all believe in you. Mark IV-S Plus. Don't get me wrong. This stuff prints fast. It's just, you know. Yeah. And you'll get decent hard edges with a blue line laser scanner, but blue line laser scanners are just so incredibly specific for their needs. There we go. And we're done. Let that cool for a second while I eject the filament. Oh, it's still hot enough. Let's go. Gotta love that. All right. Then we're going to go to preheat, cool down, cool everything down. It's a hot build plate, but that's okay. Take it off, put it up on top of the steel of the Magneto X. So let's bring in, let's bring that back, you know. Got these parts, they look really good. Of course, it's hard to tell with this colorway, right? With clear parts, it's kind of hard to tell if they look good. So this will be one of those. You just got to take my word for it. I can try to show it to you guys, but it probably won't show up very well. All right, so there's 4 of the small ones. Ah, dang it. That just fell down. And then 6 of the larger ones. Okay. Yeah, it's really tough to see. The Ember prototype plate piece on it is super nice. All right, so I see 4 of these. They're going to go like that. Let's get some bolts and let's get things in. Mark Burton says, for printing, I don't care too much. I just go for the cheapest quality filament. We are big fans of printed solid here. I mean, that's just us. It's not the cheapest, but that's okay. I'm not always caring too much about how expensive filament is. I don't want to have to redo the part. I care way more about my time than I do the cost of filament. But with that being said, I think it is tough to get bad filament in this market right now. Hello? Why you no start? What's going on here? These pieces don't fit. What the heck? Wait, are these the wide ones? Yeah. Okay, these use the wide ones. That's weird. Kisker says, I used to use cheapo filament, like $16 a spool, but the mixed results I got and the hours of troubleshooting aren't worth it. Yep. I hear you. And for just a couple of bucks more, you can get Jesse. Oh, the weather's going to roll in before I can go get the boxes. I feel bad. Well, my neighbor is being awesome and holding all that for me. I should have gone and gotten it. I feel a little bad for not doing that. But I didn't. Okay. Now we use these little tiny ones. Kenneth says they're starting to get gusts from the hurricane. No hurricane here yet. I don't know if it's planned to come over, but I can't be arsed either way. I'm not too concerned about it. I've been through worse. So I guess I'll have to go over, probably just go over tomorrow morning. Unless she left. If she left it outside, I can go and get it. Yeah, these pieces are absolutely needed. 100% you need these pieces. Yep, you need these. Tech Jeeper says hurricane, more like hurricane can't be bothered. Yeah. If it's not like a high cat 2, I generally just, you know, whatever. We go through quite similar on a day-to-day basis here. Like my regular everyday afternoon storms are 40-mile-an-hour winds, 30, 40-mile-an-hour winds. It's not that big of a deal. And I'm on top of a hill, a little under 200 feet above sea level, which, if you don't know about Florida, that is very far above sea level out here. So that works quite well. Oh, this panel's got cracks in it too. I have a couple of panels that have cracks in them. I think I hear the rain. We are 100% on solar right now, which is funny because there's no sun. And yes, I know that 200 feet is just a hill. Joseph Carver says I'm about 5 feet above sea level near Pensacola. I'll be up in Gainesville right before 3D Printopia. I know that they're not that close, but closer than Tampa. Are the panels acrylic? Yes. What's funny is if power goes out, the computer is on a battery backup. It's just not a very good battery backup. And the battery backup, the computer will draw power faster than it will recharge it. So it doesn't work. But these EcoFlows, at least the Gen 2s, they're too slow to use as UPSs, and the computer turns off. So I have to use a regular battery backup for that. Gilbert says I'm over in Melbourne, just getting a little rain today. Nice. I like that area, Melbourne, Florida. It's a nice area. I'm gonna do the one on this side on the inside too, on the bottom. So working on that here. Of course, the big issue is on the front side, there aren't, and you guys can't see anything. Hello? Hello? Oh, is it 6:30? It is. The fan turns off at 6:30. And we leave, where's the small thing? And we leave one small fan running overnight. And that keeps some airflow moving in here. Oh, that screw just bounced its way out of here. Dang. Ugh, the worst. It is the worst when you lose hardware. Yeah, if you're building one of these enclosures, you definitely need... They say these pieces are optional. They are not optional. Do these. Do these pieces 100%. Like, yeah. The panel's so much stronger. It feels safer. I feel more confident about it. Right? That kind of stuff is a big deal. It is now very difficult to work inside of this machine. This is what I was afraid of. It is now crazy difficult to work inside of this machine. Because I have to work around doors to get to parts, which means I'm doing stuff relatively blind. This is the one challenge with having enclosures. Enclosures are great, but as soon as you put them on, you lose a lot of your ability to work on your machine. It becomes much harder. Dang it. I'm gonna have to like reach in from like this side, I guess. Yeah. That worked. So that's a little bit annoying. Like, if you're gonna sell us the enclosure, right? Like, and they are, right? They're selling the enclosure. Why can't you just put... Ow. Why can't you just put the parts that we need, like these little printed parts? Why can't these be included? You know, you include the ones for the standoff. Right? So, like, why can't this be included? Dude, that's not even close to being aligned. What the heck? Bottom B. Do these all have markings on them and I'm an idiot? Bottom D. Really? All right. Well, it's hard to read, but I guess it's my fault for doing it in a weird color. I bet this one is a bottom D, not a bottom B. And I'm sure it said that in the instruction, but I don't have the instructions handy right now. Yep, that's bottom C. So that's not the right one. Bottom B. This is the right one. Dang it. Oh, not easy to do this, let me tell you. I'm sweating. But my AC is also off. The fans are off. I have no air blowing by me. I'm gonna get really sweaty really fast. But, you know, hey, whatever. For those that are into that kind of thing, you're welcome, I guess. Oh, come on. That's a little cross-threaded, but... whatever. It'll work. That thing is screaming for an LED matrix behind the smoke glass. I agree. I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree. I would love to see some of that. That would be super nice. All right, y'all. I'm gonna finish this up off stream because I really don't feel like this is engaging content for anybody. So I'm gonna finish this up off stream. Get this printer out of the way because next week I'll put a poll out. Put a poll out on on YouTube. But next week, we're doing either the MMU3, the MK3 to 3.5, or an MK3 to 3.9. So that is what is happening next week. I will finish all of this off stream. Let's give away, wrong way. Let's give away a spool of filament. And then we're going to send you guys on your way. So let's do that. If you haven't entered, go ahead and enter into the filament giveaway. Joseph Carver says, isn't this thing full of giant magnets? Should not be hard to find drop screws. Yes, it is, and it's not difficult. Gilbert says MMU3. We'll see. We'll see. Joseph Carr says, didn't you just do a video on why ABS warps as the top layer shrinks and that pulls the corners up? I talked about it, but not a specific video about it. So. All right, I'm closing entries for the contest now. No more entries, no more entries. Okay, only got a couple of new ones. I think. Oh, interesting. What I thought it was gonna do for me, it didn't do. All right, give me a second. There's no easy way for me to sort the way that I want. Interesting. Interesting. Not what I wanted, but whatever. Is what it is. All right, one spool. Who's getting it? Huge thank you to Printed Solid for giving away this awesome filament. We just printed with some awesome Printed Solid filament. Let's see if they did the math right and if they've already won. Let me see. Where is your name? Where is your name? There he is. Kenneth Davis. You win a spool of Printed Solid filament. That's awesome. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Remember, if you did win, reach out to me via Discord or Twitter, and we'll get you all that awesome filament. I'm going to finish this up off stream. It'll just be way easier for me to do it without cameras, and it feels like I'm producing boring content doing this. So definitely you need those parts, though. It is way, way more better with it. So that is all I have for you all today. This has been upgrading the Magneto X. The upgrades are effectively complete. I'm going to do the top cover later. We did it. All the upgrades that we're doing on camera are done. Everything else we're going to do off camera. That is all we have for you all today. Stay safe out there. Don't forget to call your lunch. Don't forget to leave a like and get subscribed if you haven't. If you've made it this far, get subscribed. And as always, keep making awesome. Have a good one.